Are you tired of the high cost of living in your country? Or do you dream of living in a tropical paradise with a rich culture and a friendly community? If so, then you might want to consider moving to Costa Rica. In today's video, we're going to show you why Costa Rica is a great option for those who want to enjoy a high quality of life without breaking the bank. We will cover four main aspects of the cost of living in Costa Rica: the groceries, housing, transportation, and healthcare. So if you are ready to discover the cost of living in Costa Rica and how you can live better for less, then stay tuned and watch this video till the end. You won't regret it. Let's start with groceries. One of the biggest advantages of living in Costa Rica is the low cost of food and groceries. You can find fresh and delicious fruits, vegetables, meats, dairy products, and more at very reasonable prices, especially if you shop at the local farmers markets or ferias, where you can get the best deals and quality. For example, you can buy a pineapple for $1.50, a pound of red snapper for $1.10, a head of lettuce for 50 cents, or a bunch of basil for 25 cents. You can also find a variety of local and imported products at the supermarkets. But be aware that some imported goods, such as wine, cheese, or chocolate, can be quite expensive due to taxes. However, if you stick to the local products, you can save a lot of money and enjoy the rich and diverse cuisine of Costa Rica. According to Numbeo, the average monthly cost of groceries for a single person in Costa Rica is around $200, which is 25.5% lower than in the US. Next, we have housing. Another important factor that affects the cost of living in Costa Rica is housing. Whether you rent or buy, you can find a wide range of options for different budgets and preferences. You can choose from apartments, condos, houses, villas, or even cabins in the mountains or near the beach. You can also find furnished or unfurnished properties, depending on your needs. The cost of housing in Costa Rica varies depending on the location, size, condition, and amenities of the property. But in general, it is much cheaper than in the US or other developed countries. For example, according to Expatistan, the average monthly rent for a furnished 85 square meter apartment in an expensive area of San Jose, the capital city, is $1,036, while in a normal area it is $576. In comparison, the average monthly rent for a similar apartment in New York City is $4,136, which is 300% higher than in San Jose. If you want to buy a property in Costa Rica, you can also find good deals, especially if you are willing to negotiate or look for bargains. The average price per square meter for an apartment in the city center is $1,614, while outside the city center it is $1,098. In comparison, the average price per square meter for an apartment in the city center of New York City is $17,371, which is 977% higher than in San Jose. After discovering the low prices of groceries and housing in Costa Rica, you might want to know more about the ways and expenses of getting around this country. So up next, we will discuss about the transportation. Transportation is another aspect of the cost of living in Costa Rica that you should consider. If you want to get around the country, you have several options, such as public buses, taxis, car rentals, or even domestic flights. The public bus system in Costa Rica is cheap and reliable, and it covers most of the country. You can buy a local one-way ticket for as low as 68 cents, or a monthly pass for $31.50. Taxis are also widely available and affordable, especially if you use the official red taxis with a meter, or a Maria. You can expect to pay around $1.50 per mile, plus a base fare of 90 cents. Car rentals are another option, especially if you want to explore remote areas or have more flexibility. However, car rentals can be more expensive than in the US, and you also have to pay for gas, which is around $3.80 per gallon. Domestic flights are another option, especially if you want to save time and travel long distances. There are several local airlines that offer flights to various destinations within Costa Rica, such as San Jose, Liberia, Tamarindo, Quipos, or Tortuguero. The prices vary depending on the season, demand, and availability, but you can find flights for as low as $1.50 one way. Now that you know how much you can save on groceries, housing, and transportation in Costa Rica, you might be wondering what kind of healthcare you can expect. So stay tuned and watch this video till the end. Finally, healthcare. Healthcare is one of the most important and attractive aspects of living in Costa Rica. The country has a universal healthcare system, known as Caja, that provides free or low-cost medical services to all residents, including expats. To access the Caja system, you have to pay a monthly fee based on your income, which can range from $30 to $90 per person. Once you are enrolled, you can get access to doctor's visits, prescriptions, surgeries, hospitalizations, and any other medical care you need without any additional costs. The Caja system is of high quality and covers most of the country, but it can also have some drawbacks, such as long waiting times, limited availability of specialists, or bureaucracy. That's why many expats also opt for private healthcare, which is also available and affordable in Costa Rica. You can find private clinics and hospitals that offer excellent medical services with modern facilities, equipment, and technology, and English-speaking staff. You can pay for private healthcare out of pocket, or you can get private insurance, either through a local company such as INS or an international one, such as Cigna or Aetna. The cost of private healthcare in Costa Rica is much lower than in the US or other developed countries, and it can vary depending on the type of service, provider, and insurance plan. For example, according to International Citizens Group, a visit to a general practitioner can cost between $50 and $100. A visit to a specialist can cost between $80 and $120. A dental cleaning can cost between $40 and $60. And a basic health insurance plan can cost between $60 and $130 per month per person. So, as you can see, Costa Rica is a great option for those who want to live better for less. The cost of living in Costa Rica is much lower than in the US or other developed countries, and you can enjoy a high quality of life with a beautiful natural environment, a friendly culture, and a stable and peaceful society. Of course, the cost of living in Costa Rica can vary depending on your lifestyle, preferences, and location. But in general, you can expect to spend around $1,000 to $2,000 per month per person, which is very reasonable for what you get in return. And that's it. We hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. And if you have any questions or comments about the cost of living in Costa Rica, or if you want to share your own experience, please leave them in the comments section below. We would love to hear from you. If you want to see more from this channel, don't miss our next video. Trust us, you don't want to miss this one. Click the link below to watch it. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.